Are you needing to have your property valued for something but have no idea where to start and which assessment to use? Now that DuoTax has expanded their services to include property valuations, we thought we'd shed some light on a few so that you're not paying a cent more in tax than you need to. Hi everyone, Tuan Duong, founder of DuoTax, here for another video designed to help you become a better property investor. In today's video, we're going to chat about the differences between desktop valuations, curbside valuations, and market assessment valuations. Before we get into it, we want to be clear that this video is for informational purposes only. In no way should you interpret this as tax advice. We always recommend working with a qualified accountant or tax agent who can give you the best advice for your situation. All three of these property valuations have the potential to help you save thousands of dollars on your investment property, so make sure you watch until the end. Also, make sure you like and subscribe to learn more property investing tips. Okay, let's jump straight into it. A desktop valuation is an automated computer valuation done by using property data, recent comparable sales, and property listings. As I'm sure you've figured out from the name, the valuation can be done from a desk, so a valuer won't need to visit the property physically. Now, the benefit of a desktop appraisal is that it's relatively cheap and often a lot quicker than having a property valuer come out to the property. But if you're buying a house, you may want a more detailed review of the property before buying it. A desktop or automated valuation will not tell you if the house has any structural issues or if the plumbing and electrics need replacing. The property you are buying or refinancing might also have unique features that can either increase or decrease the value that a desktop appraisal won't pick up on. So, if the property you're appraising is relatively new, there have been no subdivisions or renovations, and it's in a reasonable condition, then it's safe to go for a desktop valuation. If not though, you'll need to consider a market assessment valuation. A market assessment valuation is used to gauge the fair market value of your property. The market assessment value is a tool most commonly used to calculate how much tax will be levied on your property rather than calculating how much the property will sell for. A property valuer will determine the market assessment value by looking at several different factors like improvements, repairs, or renovations that have been undertaken on the property recently. We'll also factor in the income that a homeowner gets from renting out the property and the price the similar properties are selling for. The market assessment value is then used to establish how much tax will essentially be paid on a property. We'll ensure we provide you with accurate and fair valuations so you're not paying more tax than you need to. Last up is the curbside valuation. A curbside valuation is typically used to check the condition of a property. It's mostly used for low-risk loans where a valuer simply inspects the property's exterior from the street and doesn't actually go inside the property. The main objective for doing a curbside valuation is to inspect a property when refinancing or cashing out equity up to 80% of the property value where house prices have not fluctuated heavily. The difference between a curbside valuation and a desktop valuation is that a curbside valuation requires the property valuer to inspect the outside of the property, whereas a desktop uses online reports and sales data to assess the property value. Like the market assessment valuation report, a more detailed report would require the property valuer to physically go inside the property. So think of the curbside valuation as an in-between report, more detailed and accurate than a desktop valuation, but not as detailed as a market value assessment. So hopefully that's given you a clearer understanding of the three different types of valuations and what circumstances they're best suited for. Remember, a desktop valuation is automated and doesn't take into account an actual property inspection. A curbside valuation factors in the actual property, but only the outside. And a market value assessment provides a much detailed assessment of the property and its features and surrounding areas so that you can figure out how much tax you're going to pay on that property. If you're still feeling unsure about property valuations, get in touch with us to find out what might be most suitable. Alternatively, you can leave us a comment below with your questions. I'm Tuan Duong from DuoTax. I'll see you guys next time.